Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I have to say something right here. If there was any doubt about whether Barca can come against a very difficult, a very defensive, a very aggressive and an annoying team like Getafe and survive not just with the points at their home turf, but come away with 3 valuable points without Rafinha, without Lamine Yamal, after this game, those doubts have been finally put to bed. With Real Madrid's result against Real Betis, even if we had lost the game against Getafe today, we would have still been firmly in control of our destiny, which is very, very important, especially when you consider the fact that Real Madrid will still be visiting the Spotify Camp Nou to play against Barca in about 2 weeks from now. To be very, very honest with you, I was not expecting 3 points today in this match. 1 point for me would have been okay, in fact, super okay, especially when you consider the fact that Real Madrid was not able to beat Real Betis yesterday. They played 1-1, dropping 2 points, and because of that, before this game was played, they were 8 points behind us in the La Liga table. This is the reason I always say to our players, get your points in as early as possible, because as the season progresses, you're going to play more games, injury issues like we have right now, fitness issues and stuff like that, and it becomes difficult for you to maintain a lead in the table, especially when you've been dropping points unnecessarily. So, it's a very huge relief to be able to get through this game with 3 valuable points in the bag. That is massive. Really, really massive. I am really, really pleased with how we approached this game, because from the very first minutes, we approached it like we knew we were going to win. A win in the minds of our players obviously was not in doubt, and that showed in how we controlled the game from the first minute to the end of the game. Massive credit to Hansi Flick, not just for his selection, but for his tactical approach and his in-game management all through. He coached the victory today, and it was obvious we were going to get the win regardless of how Getafe played today. He was awesome. Awesome. This is the reason why before Xavi left, I always emphasized the importance for Barcelona to get a world-class coach, a coach that knows what he's doing, a coach that knows how to use the resources available at his disposal and is able to bring maximum results irrespective of what difficulties the team may be going through. Many coaches today will struggle with this kind of team, with how lean it is, with little or no support from the board, and with injuries left, right, and center. Hansi Flick has done amazing at Barca. Now, let me give you a little bit of context about why this victory against Getafe is very, very special. The first thing is that Getafe, one of the most hated teams in Spain because of their ultra-aggressive approach to football, led by Cruyffista Jose Bordalás, have not conceded more than 1 goal in 13 straight games since January 2026. The second thing is that 3 out of 5 home games they've played against FC Barcelona ended in goalless draws. Xavi Hernandez, all through his tenure as coach of FC Barcelona, was unable to defeat them at their home. Getafe are 6th on the La Liga table and are currently in the race for a European spot. This is a team that scored just 28 goals all season. Crazy. Another factor is that Getafe have not only been solid this season, they've also been able to get big results away from home as well. They beat Real Madrid 1-0 at the Santiago Bernabeu and also beat Real Betis away from home. I think we did very well against a team that makes it extremely difficult for any team that likes to play something that looks like good football. Haram football experts like Getafe under Bordalás. 2-0, clean sheet, 3 points, massive. Getafe, playing at home, supported by their fans, tried to get into the game, created some half chances, I think, but I really didn't see them scoring any goal. But towards the end of the first half, we got the goal we rightly deserved. Kobasi makes a very vital interception as Getafe tries to advance towards Barcelona's goal. The ball falls to Pedri, and what does he do? He delivers a world-class pass, a defense-pleasing pass to Fermin Lopez. Fermin, that we know, does not miss such chances. 1-0, just before halftime, very critical period to score a goal against Getafe. With that goal, it was always going to be very difficult for Getafe to find their way back into the game. This is a team that doesn't score goals. Well, they tried to score, but instead of getting an equalizer, what they got was a sucker punch. Robert Lewandowski gets the ball in the Barca 18, lifts his head up and sees Marcus Rashford making a run. He releases a long ball. Marcus Rashford runs into the half of Getafe towards the goal, towards the keeper. Nice shot, 2-0. Game over. From the moment we scored the second goal, it was all about game management, which we did perfectly. The introduction of Frankie de Jong made it very easy for us to keep the ball. From that moment, all Getafe did was try to get the ball to see if they can get a glimmer of hope like a goal or something, but we were not going to let that happen. 2-0, game ends, 3 points, we'll move to the next game. Players that did very well today, my number one obviously is Pedri. For some reason, I don't think Pedri has been playing at the level we are used to seeing him play, but today he rose to the occasion one more time. He understood the brief, The brief was keep the ball, make it difficult for Getafe to get the ball, make it a game that we could control, and he did exactly that. His pass to Fermin Lopez for that goal, fantastic. For me, man of the match, no doubt about that. Fermin Lopez was also very good. We know what he can do when he's on his A game, and today he delivered as expected. One thing I love about Fermin is that he fights, he's aggressive, he puts all his energy to make sure we get a good result. One thing that I also like about him as well is that he's very efficient. Whenever he gets chances like that, he always puts them at the back of the net, and he did exactly that. Pau Kubasi was awesome. Gerard Martin did well as well, but Kubasi kind of edged it a bit with his performance in this game. His vision, his passing, his anticipation, his reading of the game was flawless. For someone who is not even 20 years yet, this guy is going places. Joao Cancelo was also very, very good today. He's a player that I think has surprised me because, frankly speaking, I did not think he was going to be as good as he has been for us when he came from Saudi Arabia. Many times we've talked about the fact that he's not particularly great defensively, but he has shown that he can adapt to a system that needs him to defend, like Hansi Flick's system. And right now, I think he will stay at Barca beyond this season. Robert Lewandowski and Dani Olmo also put in a very good shift in this game against Getafe, and I think they deserve some commendation. The Polish number 9 gave a very fine assist for Marcus Rashford's goal that helped us to kill the game, and Dani Olmo also did very well playing in the number 10 position today. However, Dani Olmo wasted a very good opportunity that could have given us a lead early in the first half. There was an attack that we had. I think it was a 3v2. All he needed to do was slide the ball to Lewandowski, but he chose to go for goal and we lost that opportunity. But well, it happens. And now, let me talk about two players that were very, very, very poor today. Number one for me is Rooney Badaji. See, when you are playing for a club like FC Barcelona, you need to be ready to take your chances when you get them. Today was the chance for Rooney to shine and he simply failed. I know it's possible for him to be match rusty because obviously he has not been playing because he cannot bench Lamine Yamal. But when you have this opportunity like he has from now to the end of the season, you need to stake a claim to be included in the team for next season. And I do not think he's doing justice to that cause. Anytime he got the ball, three things happened. He failed to beat his man, he passed back, and failed to deliver a cross that could meet our player in the box. Rooney Badaji's performance today was forgetful. And then none other than Jules Kounde. This is a player that was fantastic, phenomenal for us last year. The drop-off from Jules Kounde since last season to this season has been shocking. I don't know whether it's a mental problem, I don't know whether it's a physical problem, but the Jules Kounde I'm seeing today is a shadow of his former self. I think we need to have a very serious conversation about Jules Kounde as soon as possible. At a certain point in this game, it didn't just feel like he wasn't imparting things. It genuinely felt like he was playing against us. Some of his touches today didn't even look like those coming from a professional player. It was so horrible. He was a walking calamity in this game, and I was very happy that Hansi Flick took him out before he got a red card, because the way he was playing, with how jittery he was, with how erratic he was, a red card was bound to come. I may be sounding very harsh, but this has gone for far too long and the club needs to begin to find solutions. I personally think we need to move him on and get someone else for next season. Or something has to happen this summer. Maybe he gets a rest, maybe he does something, maybe he sees his therapist or something, but Jules Kounde is not the Kounde we need for next season. Because we cannot go into next season with this level from our starting right back. It cannot happen. Barcelona are 11 points clear at the top of the table. 5 more games to go. All we need to get to be crowned champions, just 5 points from the remaining 15 points. The way it's going, we may just be getting a guard of honor from Real Madrid at the Spotify Camp Nou in 2 weeks' time. That would be amazing. Our next game will be another away game against Osasuna, and after that, Real Madrid will come calling. We should be able to wrap up the league in the next 2 match days, which will be amazing. That will also give us an opportunity to play some of our guys who have not been playing regularly. It will be really nice. 11 points clear, we are almost there. Tell me what you think in the comments. How excited are you, and when do you think we're going to wrap up the La Liga title? Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notification, and share with your friends, especially Barca fans. I will see you in the next one. Until then, live well, be safe, and Visca Barca.